Gracious.
Jeez. Nobody ever wants to sit by me.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. It's time to start the board meeting. Commissioner Stewart, you lead us in the invocation and the pledge.
Please stand and join us. Heavenly Father, again, we thank you for this opportunity to come and serve the citizens of our county. Lord, we thank you for your many blessings. We ask that you just grant us wisdom tonight as we do the business of the county. We ask these things in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everyone to the October 7th board meeting. There'll be lots of opportunities to speak tonight. Well, not that many. You can speak at Citizens to be Heard, and just fill out a card and take it up to Jessica, and on each individual item as it comes forward. I need to get an approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
I'd like to make one change. Please, let's take item number 4 and put it under general business, please,
Change
Mr.
my
Chairman.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 4-5-0. Citizens to be heard.
Jessica?
Jessica? None. Okay. Awards and presentations. Jim McShane.
Thank you, Commissioners. I appreciate being in front of you and giving you a report for the last program year. And we'll get that up and running here.
Patty would have already had that turned on.
Oh my goodness.
You had to go there, Randy.
Ow.
She got it. She got it. Thank you, Jessica.
Jessica, if you notice, all the commissioners backed up.
All right, so what I'm going to cover today is a little bit of our mission, our collaboration, innovation, what we do in leading, and our advocacy, and what we've done in the past. So, oops, back one. So for Wakulla County, here we go. We've donated $7,000 of our federal money in an effort to be a good partner with our economic development here in this county. We're also doing dynamic futures training, and we've got a good relationship with the school system, and that basically gives young people the kind of what we call essential skills to be able to find a job and to be able to keep a job. Commissioner Messersmith is now our person that serves as our chief elected official for this county. Thank you for your service on that. And then work with Wakulla County Schools with adult basic education, career and technical training, and we work with TCC and the Environmental Institute. It's going too fast. There we go. So the collaboration. So at our Career Center here in town, we have Capital Area Community Action. We also have Early Learning Coalition. That's a partner here in town that share in our office. We also work with United Way, Big Bend. We work with Continuum of Care, and that's for homelessness. I'm the past chair of that committee. It's over 8 counties in our area. Arrow, which is supporting entrepreneurism in our area, and Opportunity Florida, which is, as you know, your members, our rural area of opportunity, AREO, and I'm active on that. So how do we innovate? So when we took a look at our new law back in 2014, we changed our whole process, and I'm happy to say that our center here in Crawfordville emulates that process. We help everybody that comes in, and we have like 5 different major federal funds that come to us. In the past, we would send people from one to the other to the other. And what we did is we consolidated that, made it an integrated service delivery system. And what that does basically is help our customers. They don't need to know what funding is coming to help them. It can be multiple streams of funding, but whatever it is, we're trying to get them a job and get them the training that they need. We're also pushing IT apprenticeships. We have one going now with Inspire Technologies. We'd like to see that grow. As you know, the governor is pushing hard for apprenticeships, and so we did get a grant from CareerSource Florida to make that start to happen. We have a manufacturing sector grant from CareerSource Florida where we're trying to unify our manufacturers in our 3-county area and help them also find the talent that they're looking for. I'm also part of the Florida-Georgia Workforce Alliance, where there are 3 workforce boards in Georgia and 3 workforce boards in Florida that are working together, and part of that is to be able to provide our businesses with more talent than what just one of us can provide. Our goal is really to support business. That's what we're here for. That's what our new law requires us to do. And then finally, we got an NEG grant, which is a national emergency grant, where we're working mostly in Gadsden County right now for Hurricane Michael cleanup. So where do we lead as an organization? Well, we've actually got a program that we help train middle managers that started this year for the first time. We're a member of the city of Tallahassee. I'm a member of the AHAC committee, which is the Affordable Housing Committee. On the Citizen Advisory Committee for Blueprint. I also am an LT33 grad, and we've got one of my staff in there. Dan McGrew is our leading workforce person at our career centers. We, because of the federal requirement in the law, have to go out and get a vendor to supply the services at our career centers, and Dynamic Workforce Solutions was picked almost 5 years ago. We'll be going out for bid again this year in order to meet the federal requirement, looking for a vendor in that area. And then obviously I participate in all 3 EDCs in our area. Advocacy, our federal dollars went down for the state of Florida. Must have been gone twice again. Federal dollars went down again by $11 million statewide. That hurt us. This year we have 12 less people that are working in our system, and next year doesn't look great. The federal government continues to cut their investment into the workforce system. We're hoping the state of Florida will start to step up and do some things in that area, and we're working with the legislature on that. The 24 CareerSource boards are funded by formula, so it's all dependent upon unemployment, and of course this county has my lowest unemployment of any county, and you're probably one of the lowest in the whole state, I would guess. You're about 2.8%. So that's considered full employment. I'm also working with the Florida Workforce Development Association. I'm an at-large choice for their executive committee, and we're supporting the Sadowski Act funds being fully funded, which go to help for affordable housing. I've changed that language because it's not affordable housing. It's called workforce housing. You aren't going to have a workforce if your workforce can't afford to live there. And more businesses are starting to find that that's one of the problems that they're up against. It's not just the talent, but it's the affordability of a person coming to work in a particular area. So I'm engaged in trying to work on that. So progress by the numbers. We served 37,000 services system-wide, the 3 counties last year. We had 7,000 unique career seekers come to our door. We've attendees at our workshop. We had almost 5,000 and 45 work experience sites, and paid $241,000 in wages. Work experience is a way that we help people who are borderline on whether the employer really wants to hire them or not, and we pay for them to go to work there with the hopes that at the end of that work experience that the employer hires them. And in most cases they do. Progress by the numbers some more. We had over 13,258 total solutions provided to our employers. We've had 32 recruitment events, 5 hiring fairs, with 1,921 career seekers in attendance. And we do sector rounds. One of the things that the last 3 years the federal government and our state government have been pushing is to be more focused on the different sectors. And so that's what we're doing. I guess I'm getting close to the end. Also, career seekers, 84,000 total solutions to them. So we have to track everything we do with every person that comes into the center. And then the other thing is we've been focused on veterans. In November, we'll have our Paychecks for Patriots again. And last year it was very successful. We had over 100 veterans that showed up, and we have some key employers, a couple of them here, St. Mark's Powder being one, that really focus on hiring veterans, and we're pleased with that. In order to keep the veterans engaged, we've come up with a thing called a cup of conversation, and the idea is to get veterans accommodated and comfortable with coming to our career centers and getting some help. And then where did we spend our money? There's where we spent our money: commercial truck driving, practical nursing, firefighting, registered nursing, medical, and nursing assistants. So you can see where our money went for what type of training, and then this is where our money went for where we paid our training dollars. Finally, I've got just some of the things we posted on Facebook. We're pretty active on that, showing some of the successes in our area. We're really pleased that our center here has been probably one of the leaders with Karen Wells in charge. She has done just a fantastic job. And with that, I'm open to questions.
I have one, Mr. Chair. Yeah. What is LT 33?
LT 33 is Leadership Tallahassee. So it's a way that they're training the future leaders of the county.
Is that put on by Chamber? Or?
Chamber, yep, yep. It's very good. I went through it. I loved it. So I now networked all over with a lot of people a lot younger than me.
Nice, thank you.
Do you have actual numbers for just...
We can get that, so I will get that to Quincy, to Commissioner.
Okay.
And one other thing we are tying ourselves with the 3 other career sources to go after some of the Triumph money. So we're going to want your endorsement to go after that. What we're going to use it for is to train people and put in 15 people a year into jobs that don't qualify under our federal dollars. Nice. So it'll give us be able to help more people here in this county. So we'll look for your help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Move consent. Second.
Just a second, Mr. James, Greg, you want to come up and give your announcement?
I was just saying, don't forget it.
The clerk's office would like to announce to everybody in TV land that this Saturday, October 12th, we are holding Operation Green Light, 2 words, and it is a way for anyone who has past due court order payments or your driver's license is suspended to get caught up and possibly save some money. So if you have been sent to collections and you are on a payment plan at the collections agency, you can come in on Saturday from 9 to 2 and save 40% if you pay it off in full. If your driver's license has been suspended, you can come in and take care of that day as well and save 40% and have your driver's license reinstated. The tax collector will be open during the same hours, and we'll have the bailiffs there, and we appreciate both of them cooperating with us.
I noticed you were looking at Mike the whole time you were talking.
If any of you have your driver's license suspended for whatever reason, we can help.
Thank you.
Move consent. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. pulled number 4.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this agenda item requests board approval for Ferrovial Services to provide critical repairs to the bridge number 590029, which is the Rose Street Sopchoppy River Bridge, is the concrete bridge in Sopchoppy, in the amount of $56,800. This is to put rock around the stabilization rock around a couple of the bents. They're experiencing scouring, and what we would like to ask the board to do is, if you will approve this, is we will approve the chairman to sign the contract at a later date once we have a contract with Ferrovial. This is a time-sensitive matter.
Second.
Okay. Any comments on that? No. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. General business, we have none. No public hearings. We go right to a commissioner agenda items. Do you want me to?
I want you just to keep right on
I'll
rolling.
keep right on going.
That'll be perfect.
All right.
You don't have to, well, you don't want to make a motion on it?
What? I thought you were going to do that.
Motion to approve Quincy's agenda item.
All right.
I'll second it. Okay.
Okay, this agenda item is for a
World Polio Day.
World Polio Day.
That's by the Rotary.
WPD, otherwise known as.
World Polio Day, and it's for a proclamation, and the proclamation is, whereas the polio virus is spread person to person, usually through contaminated water, and in some instances lead to paralysis, and whereas although there is no cure, there is a safe and effective vaccine, one which Rotary International contributes to immunizations for over 2.5 billion children worldwide. And whereas polio mainly affects children under 5 years of age, and whereas it has been one of Rotary International's missions to cure polio throughout the world since 1988, and whereas because of these efforts, cases of poliovirus have been reduced by 99.9%, with only 3 countries remaining with this epidemic. And whereas Wakulla County recognizes that by supporting World Polio Day, we can make the pain and life-limiting effects of the poliovirus a thing of the past. And now and therefore, the Wakulla County Board of County Commissioners do hereby proclaim October 24th, 2019 as World Polio Day, and call upon all citizens to join in the support of these efforts led by the Rotary International and Rotary Club of Wakulla to eradicate the polio virus. Passed and adopted on October 7th, 2019. So, we've already approved it.
We didn't
We'll
vote. We didn't vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
Did you want
Good job, Katie.
Didn't you want Katie to say something?
So I thought she was going to read the proclamation. That's why I passed. There you go.
I was gonna say, she's always going to say
Thanks,
something.
Gary.
Thank y'all for your support of this. It means a lot to our club, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
speech,
Thank
good
you.
speech.
Okay, we have another proclamation. This is for the Wakulla County proclamation declaring October 2019 as Florida's Native Plant Month in Wakulla County. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Whereas native plants and plant communities are rich and diverse, are essential in the natural environment in sustaining bees, butterflies, and other animals, and thus provide benefits to Wakulla citizens that cannot be overstated and must be preserved for future generations. And whereas Florida, and particularly Wakulla County, have an incredible wealth of natural areas to showcase our native plants and native plant communities to our citizens and visitors alike. And whereas Wakulla County enjoys 1,000 species of native plants, trees, vines, shrubs, herbs, including zephyr lilies, blazing stars, grass pink, Stokes aster, wild azaleas, saw palmetto, and night flowering petunia, 19 species of carnivorous plants, 15 species of milkweeds, which all support ecotourism by drawing visitors from all over the world to our roadsides and those unique spots within the county where these and similar plants can be seen in abundance. And whereas Wakulla County is home to many of Florida's national champion trees and grows Ogeechee Tupelo, which is the foundation of the Tupelo honey industry and features miles of roadways graced with native flowers and also support the pollinators to benefit the local agriculture. And whereas Wakulla County complements of native plants features species whose known global range lies entirely within the county, including St. Mark's, yellow-eyed grass, and Godfrey spider lilies. And whereas the Sarracenia chapter of the Native Plant Society, whose mission is the conservation and preservation and restoration of Florida's native plants and plant communities, serves as Wakulla County in helping keep Wakulla County natural. Now and therefore, the Board of County Commissioners of Wakulla County convened the 7th day of October 2019 declares the month of October as Florida Native Plant Month in Wakulla County.
I notice you conveniently left out all of the Latin species names.
You want them?
I want to see you stumble over those.
Oh. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Next we have settlement agreement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a item concerning a national class action against certain manufacturers and distributors of opioid medications. There is a national class that a negotiation class that has been certified in a federal court in Ohio that consists of every city and county in the nation at this time. The class is certified for the purpose of trying to negotiate a settlement with one or more of the 13 named defendants in that suit. We received a notification on behalf of the county. You are automatically a part of the class unless you seek to exclude yourself.
I move option 2, not to exclude the county as a member,
Thank
so
you.
we don't take it on our own. Second.
Any discussion? Any citizens? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Okay, county attorney, that was yours, so county administrator.
Yes, just as a reminder, October 26th, Saturday, 5:30 starts our Halloween in the Park. It's our annual, it's the 5th year that we'll have it, and we've got a lot of vendors that are going to be there. Just like we did last year, Hudson Park will be where the vendors and the haunted house is, so make sure y'all mark that on your calendars. Also, the River Sink sale public hearing will be on the next meeting. Notices already went out in the bills, website and the paper, noticing the folks. So if you have any citizens that have any questions, they can give me a call. My number was put in there to give me a call on that.
That's the River Sink water system, right?
Right, River Sink water system, yes.
Right.
Don't we have a hazardous waste day coming up?
Yep.
too?
Yes, thank you very much.
Saturday.
That was next. The hazardous waste day is Saturday.
Okay.
Bring your hazardous stuff.
Yes, Bonnie. Did you want to fill out a card? Did you have a card?
You never asked for citizens.
Okay.
This is the
Okay,
native
come on.
plant?
Yes.
Bonnie Basham, the president-elect of the Florida Native Plant Society. Thank you, commissioners, again for passing this resolution. We are actually one of the 2 most biodiverse areas in the whole United States. There's a little place in California, and then there's us. And we actually have some folks here who could tell you all the names of all those plants if you'd like to hear them.
No, that's okay.
We have field trips quite often. We'd love to have you come look at what we have. I have 2 handouts. It's the teacher in me. This is a DOT map that shows you really neat places to go and see native wildflowers from here all the way over to Pensacola. And we urge you to do that. And just in case you're interested, I've got a book of 20 easy-to-grow Florida wildflowers, which I'd like to share with you as well. And we thank you for your ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Proclamation.
Thank you.
Commissioner discussion.
Only thing is, David, can you give us an update on the veteran service officer?
He is here. Jessica, name. He's in attendance.
Murphy.
Winston Murphy, yes.
Thursdays and
And
Fridays.
Thursdays and Fridays.
Monday and Tuesday morning.
Right.
What time's Thursday?
Monday, he's here from 1 to 5, Tuesday, 2 to 5, Thursday and Friday, 8 to 5.
It's good.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to hire anybody, right?
We hired him.
We hired him.
We hired him, yeah.
I thought that was a
Yep,
state.
he's a county employee.
Okay.
What do we do? Was it 20 hours a week or 25?
25.
25.
24, excuse me. 24.
24.
24.
That's all I have. Commissioner?
Nope.
I was talking to our county attorney, Heather, earlier, and I didn't know, I want to make sure y'all got this flyer in the mail about this seminar. It's called, this is the way I received it, Dealing with Difficult Lawyers. So, if any of y'all,
I want to go to that.
no, that's the way it came. I mean, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That's all I have. Motion to adjourn.
I just wanted to mention that last meeting, we had the discussion about the commercial up on 319, and I asked the question whether it would be Dollar General would fit in convenience, and it would have fitted in convenience, so that can be a Dollar General.
Okay.
We are just adjourned.
How many square feet would that be, Joe? I came up with like 8,000, I think it's building. Just a floor area ratio without sewer.
Bonnie, I have the most random question for you.
Well, it's 2